Hi Flosstube, this is Debbie from Australia. This is my 4th video and this will be my March update. I'm going to start with finishes so I can move these out of the road because I've got a fair few whips to go through. In no particular order, my first finish was Naughty from the Mill Hill collections. It's a cute little one. I have already finished Nice. And they'll be done up for this year's Christmas tree, probably for the grandsons. My next finish was Fox View from Plum Street Samplers. Very cute pattern. I intended to do Roo Crew on the other half of this material because the red, pinkish red, is very similar to the colour your clothes get stained when you're out the outback. We used to go to Burke, outback Australia, the back of Burke, every Christmas to see my grandfather, and that reminds me of the colour of all our white clothes when we came home, till they were all boiled up. My next finish was the February cup of flowers, which was violets. This is a beautiful pattern, and it is from oh, sorry. It is from, if I can find the book, there it is. Should know this. Vermilion Stitchery. And it will be a series of 12. And I started with February, and February's finished. The next finished is one for my mother, and that is Afternoon in London. I did change the red up there because they were more muted, and my mother wanted the pillar box red, and that's by Country Cottage Needleworks, and it's just on white opalescent Lagana. Very cute. This is the colour the bus and everything was supposed to be. And please excuse my nails like everyone else. I haven't been able to go and get them done. And last night I hacked them all off because they were nearly a centimetre or just over half an inch longer than my fingers, and it was getting very difficult to stitch. This is a favourite finish. This is from Hands On Designs. This is from the Block Party series, and this is Meow. Very, very cute. Very, very sweet. I just love it. Love it so much. In the haul, you will see I got the B one next to do. I filled this with crushed walnut shells, and I've got a huge box over there, 11 quarts, I think it was. That was recommended by Animal Instinct Kelly from down in Adelaide, and it did take a fair bit in there, but it's just nice, heavy, and so cute. So cute. Move you out of the road. And in a previous one, when I showed you the finishes, I forgot to show you my Celtic Christmas. This is her done on 1/1 32 count gold spinner by Silk Weavers. I had to substitute petite. I'm back onto the iPad this time. Mary with the devices. I had to substitute for petite beads for most of them, except for in a dress. I used the originals in the dress. And she's just so cute. She went into the local show, and I thought she would do very well. She got highly commended. I thought she was a winner because she's just so little, considering she's a quarter of what she should be in size. But I love her. I love her. The other one that went to the show was my, and I'm not going to get it all in, was my, it's a much better view, Venetian opulence. I thought they'd like her. But quickly, she got first in the section. And she got champion of the needlework. And she got grand champion of all the craft work. And when I walked in and saw it, I had to leave because I cried. So she's a beautiful, beautiful lady, and I'm afraid I only put her in there really, really quick. I borrowed this frame, that was for another project. But I'm going to see if there's some way I can possibly frame her with her ribbons. And I'll probably have to retire from the show now so I finish on top. I also put in the Koala Biscornus, which was a free pattern we received at the Mittagong cross stitch group. I've got him here. I've got the big one here. I also did it 1/1. He turned up so tiny. 1/1, and this is from Wild Violet cross stitch. Gorgeous little pattern. The 1/1 was for my mother, and she's already got it. It also got they as a set also got highly commended. And I also finished the 3, just glare of the series I was doing with Gail Phillips, who also does Flosstube. I'm not sure I'm going to get a matte cut for this because I used an antique Lagana or linen. I think the white is just too sparse on it. But very happy, and that will hang on top of my laundry door. Now those are out of the road. I can bring across the whips. I did a lot of stitching in March. I'm not quite sure why there were so many, but I managed to do 31,305 stitches in March. Got a fair bit to show for it. I am again going to try and insert photos. I did last time, and I was so proud of myself, and I went to upload it, and it said Flosstube does not take this type of file. So I had to go back to the original, but I'm going to try again. This one is Minerva. She is part of a group of 6 that I'm doing on the same piece of fabric. And I finished all her dress, and I have managed to come up here, and hopefully I will pop in a photo of before and after. She's just beautiful. I plan to finish her this month. Back in the bag. She's in a zombie princess bag. The next one, and my new starts are in amongst all the whips when I was pulling them out. New start, no particular reason. This is going to be for my best friend. We used to go out, done up to the 9s when we were young, to the discos and dances. She was a blonde, I had the Albany hair. So I have started Garden Party for Mirabilia. This is on Dragon Queen from Colour Cascades in Australia. That's the bottom. I'm starting on the bottom of their dresses coming down. I'm just starting to see the pretty colours coming in. Yes. Another new start. Okay, no particular reason. White Christmas by Mirabilia. I love it. And I think it's going to be alright. I was a bit concerned, and this is actually even darker than what it's showing. It's more this purple over here, the very dark. But this is the start, the waistband start of her dress coming up, and she's beautiful. I've wanted to do her for a long time, and I was sorting through the fabric and I came across that and went, let me start. This one is a start of a sale with Animal Stitches Kelly from Adelaide. Animal Instinct on Flosstube. She'll be linked below. I've actually worked out how to do that. This is the Blue Flower Night Walk Down. I am doing this, I think it is, oh no, this is Lavender Fields, 40 count Lavender Fields from Colour Cascades. And that is where I'm up to. Turn it to see the moon. That's actually done in shiny cryonic, as are the stars in her hair. Love it. Love it. Very relaxing stitch, that one. And that one's in my Taryn project bag. Next, from Natalia's Needleworks, is Vintage Keys. Got another one done. Hopefully this will be finished soon. Let's see if I can mount it on a board and have some old, I've got some really old keys we found with our old house. I can hang from it. Mermaids of the Deep Blue from Mirabilia. Finished that mermaid's hair and skinned, and started on the second mermaid's body. Again, hopefully I'll be able to put the before and after, because that just shows you how much that actually has been done. The next one is the Botany Bay sampler. I love this, from Fox and Rabbit Designs in Australia. Very, very different. This one, oh, maybe you can't see through it. I managed to finish the flowers over here, fill in all the white ecru in amongst the hills, did the fence, and coming up to start that house. It's a very black house, but still loving that, just loving it. Where'd you go? There'd you go. Next one I worked on was the Harry Potter pillow from Clouds Factory. Getting there. Bottom corner done. Coming up to the top corner. Nearly finished this banner, and I'll work across and down. I don't think it's got far, another couple of months and that will be done. That started magical stitching. Crossword from Long Dog Sampler. This is a gift, will be a gift. This is where I'm up to. I love it, just love it. That 115 is just so lovely. It's strange, the variegation in that I'm more than happy with, but the next project, different story. Next project, the Templar Prophecy, and this is for me. And just to be different, I've started down here, just so I'm not seeing the same. That's the problem, if I see it too much I don't want to do it, so I'm coming from a different corner. This one I showed you last time, I was going to just incorporate a little bit of red. I've ended up going to DMC for the red, because I test trialed the other two colours and they both, when I unpicked them, left dye on the white fabric. And let's face it, I'm going to be having some unpicking. So I changed my plan altogether. So what I have done is I've taken the 3 greys that are in the variegated PR 161, sorry, from Silks of You, and I'm just alternating them through and adding a touch of black and the touch of red as I go along. My problem was I had the horse done and the stripes did my head in, so then I did the around and around and around, and again you could see a pattern. So I'm going to use the variegated for the majority of it and just tuck in those colours, and I think it's 318, 415 and 317, 318 and 414. The actual three colours that matched exactly to the dark, the medium and the light greys in the material. So it's coming along. This panel here has got probably another full length of this up above it, but it's still in the Q-snap, and I'm enjoying that. Next one I worked on was Spring Quaker. No! From Rosewood Manor. I am doing this on 40 count lavender fields, which is technically the same material as Night Walk Down. So I am only using one thread of the Valgani threads called for. The only difference I have found, it is just not quite as intense in colour as those I've seen other people doing. And I'm merely working down here before I realise I never actually finished this motif, so I'm going to have to go over there and finish that before I keep going. I sort of have to finish each one as I go along. Love that one. That, excuse my head, was all my whips, my finishes, my new starts are in amongst there. Now I did have a couple of things just to comment on my notes. I told you all last time I'm going to be 58 this year. That's wrong, I'm only going to be 57, so I've gone down a year, so yay for me. Pity I work in finance, but not to worry. Also, when I rattled off all the names at the Canberra and the Mittagong Stitches groups, I left Tess from Tess Stitches on Flosstube off. Now, it was really hard because we travelled together to Mittagong, just a brain freeze there. And a big thank you to Aaron, the blind stitcher. He did the most kind call out highlight of my stitching. He does not know me, or did not know me. I'd like to say friends now. He did not know me when he did this, and it was just so kind that someone would just sort of kind enough to say something about other people's projects so kindly, and putting on a show. He put my videos to shame with the way they flashed in and out, and maybe one day I'll get there. I'm still getting away with this. I have been zooming with Gail Phillips on Flosstube, Animal Instincts, Pennington Terrace on Flosstube, and Taryn from Teaser Handmaids, and a couple of other people. And I nearly dolled myself in with my husband in the next room, but got away with it. The last thing I've got here is some haul. It's a bit of a mixture. Again, these are the times. I actually found in Australia, and I was very impressed, these little sleds. So they are going to be Christmas decorations for my little grandsons this year. Like I said, I loved the Meow Bee, so I got the pins and the Buzz Bee one to do next. When probably started very soon. Depends on my mood. Sorry again. Then I sent away for fabric from Picture This Plus. This is, and I don't know where one of the other pieces are. This is crystal sand, and I love it. It's just so pale with that tiny, tiny crystal in it. The other one I got was Baroque. Oh, if I remember, I'll show it next time. I actually got it to do Miss Christmas Eve and I started her. Surprise, surprise. But the greens, my brain kept saying, no, don't go any further. The greens weren't quite, the green in the material didn't quite work with the green in the dress. So I'm still working on her. I also bought some ready-to-go pieces from Colour Cascades. That is called 4 Pieces. This one is called Gold Digger. Let's see the sparkle. This one's lovely. This is called Brown Sugar. And, no, come on, there we go. Brown Sugar. Beautiful, beautiful. I then got some patterns. I bought this off Stash Unload. Got Snowy Christmas, Quaker Style from RETM. Got Oz, Quaker Fantasies by RETM to go with my Alice and Mermaid. Roo Crew, that was my only market purchase. It's Roo Crew. That came from Journey of the Stitcher. From 123 Stitch. I must have got some. Oh, I got the bee kit. I also got some 18 count earthen because I found doing the biscornues, I rather prefer to do the smaller ones on the Ada that gives you a bit more support. And also pop that one in because I thought it was so cute. I'm going to do that and I'm going to take it to work, and I'm still thinking about changing that W to a B, but we will see. And then my big purchase. I used my winnings from the show. That's what I told my husband. Isn't it gorgeous? Laura Lane, B. Kelly, Animal Instinct, on Flosstube. Nearly finished. It's magnificent. And I couldn't help myself. The fabric that came with it, it comes so beautifully done. With all the threads. They're all DMC. They're a little bit untidy because I did go through and put numbers on them. The fabric, and apparently I asked for it, was 28 count even weave. Stupidly, I assumed that it would actually have the magic marking on it, and it doesn't. So I've now sent away for 20 count white Ada magic count to start that on, and I'm desperately hoping it turns up before Easter, so I've got the 4 days to make a good start on it. During these troubled times, stay safe. We will get there. Just be kind and take care, and I'll catch you next time. Thank you.